Pregnant women or women who have been pregnant, what is the worst/craziest advice someone has given you about your pregnancy? Not to drink hot tea because then I will boil my baby. The baby grows inside the mother's stomach. Everything she eats or drinks just falls right onto the baby. To not drink water because it causes nausea.
Okay, all goods are just freaking dehydration.
Can't be nauseous when you're dead. To be fair, existing while pregnant gave me nausea. Not to sit on stairs because it will cause you to have a miscarriage. People are crazy. It's because they are always up to something, yo. According to my mother, everything can cause miscarriage. Coffee, miscarriage tea, miscarriage too much meat, miscarriage not enough meat, miscarriage, sewing, miscarriage paddling the school canoe. Oh, you better believe that's a miscarriage. Had 2 miscarriages before finally having my daughter. Just bad luck, chromosomal abnormalities. But she made sure to remind me not to do all of those things again next time, you know, just in case. Thanks for the subtle blame, Mom. Oh, I've got this. The lady at the counter in the village bakery told me that I should smear my face with semen to counter pregnancy acne. It was the first time I'd ever met her. In high school I read an article that said, in complete seriousness, women should give their men BJs every morning. BC morning sickness is caused by the body not being used to semen. Younger me earnestly asked our medical teacher that question. Her tiny Christian body just froze. Looking back, it was a horrible idea and I can't believe I asked that. While pregnant with me, my mom was told that drinking beer would help her baby develop and be nice and chubby. I was 5 weeks early and barely 6 pounds. Yeah, it could have been substantially worse. Apart from being an early small baby, I don't have any fetal alcohol related health conditions. Conversely, when my grandma was pregnant with my mom, her first, in the 50s, the accepted wisdom was that smoking while pregnant was a good idea for first-time mothers because it lowered the birth weight, which was supposed to make labor and delivery easier. But low birth weight is extremely dangerous and makes the process harder. My mom was born 2 months early and weighed about 2 or 3 pounds. She was so tiny that my grandma dressed her in baby doll clothing and my mom spent her first month of life in the hospital's NICU. That's insane. I wonder what medical knowledge that's commonly accepted today will turn out to in the future to have been disastrously wrong. We'll probably flip-flop back and forth on the eggs are good for you / eggs are bad for you thing a few more times. Don't raise your arms above your head. It will tangle the baby's cord and the baby will die. Came here to say this. Even worse, kid was born with the cord around his neck and needed to be delivered by emergency cesarean for other reasons. I could tell she wanted to say I told you so. Both mine had their cords wrapped and I had 2 C-sections. But, cords wrapped aren't really that unusual. But I'm sure she would have loved to I told you so me. She's also the woman that told me that she blames her 1970s potty training techniques for her daughter's bipolar. She feels like common practice was abusive and led to all her daughter's mental health issues. My friend's dad was a chiropractor. She told him I had had miscarriages. He told me, no wonder. You will lose every pregnancy with a pelvis like that. Freaked me out so much and I guess I ruined the party by crying and leaving. And my friend was mad at me. I have back trouble. Yes, but I have 3 children living. Why the frick was your friend mad at you? She should have been pissed at her dad for making such a cruel and inappropriate comment. Honestly hope you're still not friends with her. Why did the person even feel the need to tell her dad that anyway? Gossiping about your friend's miscarriages to other random people is just gross. Sounds like a jerk friend. When I was pregnant past my due date, a co-worker advised me to drink cod liver oil mixed with vodka. Apparently this mixture would upset my digestive system, give me horrible diarrhea and thus trigger labor contractions. Edit. I did not drink this combo to help with being overdue. I ended up several days later being medically induced and labor/delivery was swift and baby healthy. He is a grown man now, because having a hangover and diarrhea is exactly what you need while you're in labor. My mother-in-law said it's okay to drink mixed drinks. She went on to say that my husband was a margarita baby. I now call him that when he gets on my nerves. So not really about pregnancy advice, but someone told me to put baking soda in a cup and piss on it first thing in the morning. If it fizzed, I was pregnant with a boy. If it did not fizz, I was having a girl. That if you try really hard and stretch a lot, you too can have a vaginal birth. Not actually a bad plan, as long as you don't wind up not freaking dilating after 30 hours and have an emergency C-section due to fetal distress. Because I just didn't try hard and stretch enough. My labor should be painless because Jesus died and erased the pain during childbirth penalty humans got from Eve. If I feel pain, it's because I don't believe in Jesus' redemptive powers. That's not how that works. That's not how any of that works. One of my work colleagues was obsessed with recommending that I eat citrus fruits, especially the easy to peel cutie tangerines. She was convinced it would give the baby a higher IQ in the long run. Not to eat tomatoes or anything acidic, because it would give the baby heartburn. Not me, the baby, because, you know, apparently babies in the womb can eat the same food that the mom does. Got severe itching all over the body during 7th month. Did the routine test for liver function. All normal. Colleague advises, rub your husband's underwear which he has left for wash/laundry all over your body as remedy for itching. Number. I did not follow IT. I've just had a lot of people who cannot deal with the fact that I didn't have morning sickness. At 8 weeks, I was fine. 9 weeks, still fine. Started cautiously saying I think I managed to dodge morning sickness. Everyone would reply with a whoa ho ho. Don't go speaking too soon there. Even now, at 15 weeks, people are telling me a lot of times it sets in during the 2nd trimester. To my knowledge, and true, maybe some heartburn. Like, people just really want to make sure I get super sick at some point I guess. I was about 8 months pregnant. I said something at family dinner one Sunday about how I was scared of labor. My gram shouts out, you know, you should smoke a blunt. Now my family's open about their pot use. Most of my family will smoke from time to time but my grandmother has never smoked in her life so I was a bit confused. I just looked at her and keeps going. If you smoke blunts while you're in labor it will keep you calm and help with the pain. I'll find you some weed just smoke in the bathroom of the hospital. But wear socks. You have ugly feet and the doctor won't want to help you if he sees your cracked heels. My grandmother is something. This is the 2nd comment from an old lady about how a doctor won't want to help you if you're not attractive enough. What the frick was up with doctors back in the day?
There's a lot going on in this comment.
Frozen cabbage leaves in the bra to help with swelling and pain due to breastfeeding. While it felt awesome for the whole minute or so they stayed frozen, they eventually turned to mush and make a mess. Advice I wish someone had given me. Get a mattress protector. Not just for when your water breaks. Carrying a big baby next to your bladder means just the act of rolling over in bed can cause leakage. And if you are too tired after the birth to take the baby to a changing table or the floor, you're gonna want a layer of protection on your mattress. Soon as that diaper is off, baby will projectile poop. Sheets and walls can be washed, but mattresses can't be. Poop sploshins are real. Prepare yourself. When I was pregnant with my son, his dad's family tried to make me get rid of my cat. They said that the cat would crawl on top of the baby's face and suffocate him because he smelled like milk. One of his relatives actually went as far to say I was a bad mom if I didn't get rid of the cat. Son is 3 years old now and the cat has never given 2 craps about him. Edit. To clarify, yes, pets can potentially cause harm to babies, especially newborns. However, I never once feared for my child because I know my cat and he is not the cuddly type. If my cat had been more affectionate, I might have looked at the advice differently. But still, calling someone a bad mom for not giving up their cat over a situation that might never happen is pretty fricked up. Got this with our dog. About 6 months before I became pregnant, we adopted an old Shep/Lab/Husky mix from the local shelter. She was the most chill, sweet dog ever. So, when I told people I was pregnant, after congratulations, I got well, what are you going to do with the dog? The first time I was asked, I literally had no idea what the person was talking about. I thought maybe she meant how would I give enough attention to the dog and the baby after he was born. Nope. I obviously had to discard my dog because I was having a baby. If it were just 1 or 2 folks who asked, I would have laughed it off. But I had probably a dozen people ask. WTF? Since when are dogs and babies mutually exclusive? So, when I got asked, I just said gonna give the dog a lot of love and attention so that she doesn't feel left out when the baby arrives. And for what it's worth, she was great with my son. In fact, one of my favorite pictures is her sleeping in front of his bassinet because she had to protect him. She was deaf as a doorpost and nearly blind, so I'm not sure what she was going to do, but I give her credit for trying. Sadly, however, she died of cancer when my son was just shy of a year old. He has no memory of her. Thank you for watching. If you want to support me, check out my Patreon through the link in the description. If the video slapped, be sure to hit that thumbs up and subscribe for videos every single day. See you tomorrow.